All right, everybody, this is the Guillotine Series here at Maximum Martial Arts for your self-defense ground techniques. Okay, we have three parts to this. Part one is going to be just getting into the first position. So it's the arm and head guillotine, they call it. There's a regular guillotine, which is just the neck. This is going to be an arm and neck. All right, so from here, we'll start with our knees. We call this the tackle position. It doesn't matter. We found ourselves wrestling on the ground, whatever. They shoot in. I go under. This hand's going to go over his back of his neck, and I'm going to shoot it as deep as possible. Try to get my hand up to the other side, and this hand's going to grab. Okay, grab at the wrist. But the key is to get this elbow in as deep as you can and grab to the side. So I'm squeezing here. Now, knowing that his only escape is if whenever you have yourself in a guillotine and your head is on this side, your escape is to throw your legs on that side. Okay? So knowing that, if I already have this in here, I'm going to take this outside leg, step up, okay, and then this other leg, windshield wipers, in, and I drop down. Foot is on the hip, my right foot, the other foot is on his back. So that kind of creates a block for him to go. Now, I could go into full guard, which means having this leg on the other side, but I don't want that because if he gets out of that, he'll be on top of me. All right, so this, you can get a finish. You're just going to rotate, bring this elbow up, and just arch your back for a tap, okay, for a choke. It's not as easy as you want, but it's there. Okay, part two. If Mr. Dillon knows that he can't go this way, he may start rolling the other way. If he does, I hook his leg and just use him to ride myself over, and I put my hand out, I base out. Now, this hand, think of the hand touching your chest. So when I'm here, I bring that hand as deep as I can, touch my chest. My legs are going to sink in, and I'm just going to drop my hips to the floor and straighten myself up as I arch my back. Okay? And there is this part two, the choke, using him. So what he did was, when I had him here, his only option was to roll that way. I hook the leg so I have something to hang on to. I roll over here. This hand is up on my chest. I drop my hips, arch my back to get the choke. Part three is basically just starting from a side control. It's going to be adding what we did in part one and part two. Okay? So part three is, think of part 1A and B is the same thing. But we're starting from a side control. So if I was a side control and Mr. Dillon gets halfway out like this, now if he escapes completely, we just start all over. But if he turns like a lot of people do and maybe shoots into like a tackle or anything, I would do this grab. So again, let's go back to position. Basically, he's just going into that position. He did a hip escape, turned himself out. If he turns belly down and starts shooting in like he wants to tackle, I grab here, we go back, it's back to the same position. First part. Okay, the second part, again, if he rolls, I hook his leg, so I have something to roll. Hand comes out, hook your legs, drop your hips, arch your back, and lift. And there's the choke. Now, last little tip on this. Self-defense style, I don't have to do choke. If I roll over, I can let go. I am in a dominant position, and I can start punching. I have escapes. So you don't have to go right away into the choke. The beauty of this technique is when they roll over, you land in the mount position, which gives you options. When you're on top, I have the option of disengaging and leaving. I have the option of striking. I have the option of maybe grappling. When I'm on my back, I can't leave. Striking is very, very difficult from your back, but I do have some submissions from my back, but I have limited, so it's limited just to one option as opposed to getting to a better position on top where I have more options. Guillotine Series.